What's up, Axie fam, and welcome to a late night video with Dewgs. Welcome back. We're going to be watching Chuck Fresco. He debuted the bug runes, and we're going to do a quick reaction.
You guys hear me? No sound, no sound,
I
no
will
sound.
have Chuck Fresco's
Guys, is it working? Is it working? Is it working? April
April
Fools, guys. Early April Fools. Let's get started. So everyone here is going on the chat. Like I said, thank you everyone for joining me today. Today we are going to be revealing the bug rune, and let's get started with. I'm going to do the charms first. How about that? Charms. Let's go. All right. First charm for today. First charm. What do you guys think will be? First bug charm. Here we go. The first bug charm for today is called Bug Talisman of Endurance 4. It says enhanced shielding cards, shield stat +6. My gosh. So basically, it's one of the, as you can see up here, the 2 stands for potential points. And what that means is basically, potential points has to do with just like how many points your Axie has. Shade talked about it in his Twitter, and the Axie team has made mention of it. But basically, the more purity you have, the higher points you have. And this one requires 2. So it's one of the baby runes we have here. And its whole thing is it increases stats, shield stats. So basically, bugs appear to have a lot to do with their shielding. That's what one of their main things that they have. Bug Talisman of Power IV. So two potential power right here. And enhanced non-multi-attack card. So it can't be like a twin tail. It can't be anything that hits multiple times. It has to be something that hits single times. And it will do +6 right there. +6. These charms actually can be attached to an Axie. And let me show you what I mean by that. So potential points are these right here. This one has 13 potential points total. This determines how many points they have. Because this Axie is mostly pure, it gets more points. It gets bonuses for purity. Because it has a lamb, the lamb didn't get any purity bonuses, so it only got 1. So basically, those are the points it's talking about. So you want to see how many points it is, how many points your Axie has. It's this right here. And as you see, if we look at a pure one, pure body, like the body and everything's pure, you get 15 points here. You get a huge bonus for having everything pure. There's another charm reveal. It says Bug Talisman of Endurance 5. It says right here, enhanced shielding cards, shield stat 10. So unlike the earlier one, this one costs 1 more point of potential, but the original one we saw only costs 2, but it gives you 6 stat. So you're gonna have to play around with your how you manage your rune. You're gonna have to play around with how much you have. So tanky bug. Some people are saying very tanky bug, but you can add this to any part. Like you can add this to any bug part you have. These can only be attached to the bug part. Like even if the body's different, even if you have an aqua with bug parts, those bug parts you could still attach these charms to as long as you have the right potential ones. Bug Talisman of Power. Here it says 3 potential points, enhanced non-multi, so you can't do it on anything that multi-attack, attack +10. So all these, you're gonna have to really balance out, like, what do I really want to do? Do I want to do this? But basically, they're gonna be this class that's has a lot of defense, hard to kill. Think about how hard it is to kill a cockroach. Oh my gosh, that's a good idea. Let's go on to the next one. This is one of the cooler ones, like you see here, enhance any card, and it says add the innate mechanic. So you guys are asking, some of you guys are asking, what does innate mean? So for 4 potential points, you can add this to any.
I think innate's going to be in your opening hand.
Start each battle with this card in your hand. So right now in the game, in all the classes and all the cards, there's only 4 cards that have this innate mechanic in them right now, and none of them are bugs. There's birds, none of them are bugs, but because they have access to this rune specifically, this one right here, they're basically able to start with, they can make any of their bug cards become innate. That's very powerful. Like, you can always start with the card you want in your hand. And consistency is so important for a card game like this. Consistently getting the starting hand you want is so good. Really great card. Secret Cocoon is an amazing card. And it can be used with any cards. There's no limit to it. And honestly, being able to have the starting hand you need. So, and I was trying to think, what can you use with innate? Like, what is one of the main cards you would want to get with it? Honestly, if I was trying to get innate, I would use it for my tank. So try to get something like Fishneck into your hand right away. Try to get something like Bookworm that you like to use a lot. It's just so strong, I feel. So strong for 4. There's just endless possibilities with this one. Secret Cocoon. Hopefully you guys love it. The real Daddy Fresco people. I don't know when I started.
In the description.
Next one we got here is show them in this order that I said. And I was like, okay, I wonder why. And it's because they get much better as you go along. The next one is the one I'm most hyped with all the charms. Like, check this out. Trickster card. Draw 1 card. Enhance any card. The ability to draw, like, it costs 4 potential, like, it's 4 potential, but it gives you a draw to any card you like. Card you like. Axie Spike saying I'm handsome. Shout out to Axie Spike. Any card you like, that's what you're getting. Like, you can do it with anything. Any bug card. This is why I said these cards have so much utility in a deck.
You could put this
not even a mystic. Yeah, this charm is insane. Insane. Only limitation is you can only use it with bug card. If it's not a, yeah.
Maybe not.
Unless it has retained. Yeah, drawing is key, guys. Yeah, drawing is such a key to these kind of games. Like, bug people are getting hyped because they have access. Bug parts have access to this. Just imagine a 0-cost draw card is really good on its own, but just adding a 0-cost, like a card that just filters through your deck, adding an effect plus a draw is so powerful. So imagine you attack with the 0-cost card, and then you also get a draw, or you do this and you get a draw. You get a draw with anything.
You could put it on a ability that already has innate that's not that great, like Sakura, and then have Sakura also draw you a card, and that's going to be guaranteed to always be in your starting hand, always draw you a card. Consistency is going to be king, man. I'm not 100% if it can only be used on a bug part. I think that is only depending on your potential points. So I think you can use a bug charm on a card that's non-bug if you have the potential points for it, right? So if you only have 6 bug potential points, you would use 4 on Trickster. You'd only have 2 bug potential points to use after that. So I think you will be able to use them across as long as you have the potential points to use the rune. I think that's the case. I don't think they're limited to the individual type. That's super restrictive, and I don't think that's going to happen. Because there's already a restriction in your deck building with the potential points.
Just keep in mind, it has to be used on a bug card or a bug part. It doesn't have to be used on a bug, like class, actually, but you have to have a bug card or part to put it on. Next up, we got this one. Bug Energy Drink M. And it says add banish. So you add banish to this card. Definitely has a lot of points to use. Add banish to this card. Card's base stat 20%. So any card that has this just naturally gets a base stat boost. Yeah, and just because it's banished, like adding the banish mechanic is not always a bad thing. Check this out. There's a card called Tricky. And the tricky card actually gets strong. It allows you to be able to draw back banished pile. So you can swap things from your initial swap this card with something. So you can heal, and then if you play it first, you heal, select something from your banished pile, and this one goes in, the card goes back into your hand. So tricky, I feel it has so much utility to use with banish mechanics that just because it has a banish mechanic doesn't mean it's bad or anything. It actually could add a lot more like usefulness and stuff going forward.
Tricky is very popular amongst my followers or my subs.
And doing all that, we're gonna have to see. And then Topaz too. Yeah, there's two of them that work with. Like in the whole game, there's only two cards that deal with the banish pile. And the other one's Topaz. Topaz says deal 10 more damage per your banish card. So there's perks for sure. There's cards that you can play that benefit from you banishing stuff from your deck. And this can go up in damage. Deal 10 bonus damage. So let's say you manage to banish 7 cards. 7 cards, 70 damage. This instantly becomes a 1 energy, 95 damage. Like that. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that means. And it's gonna come up more often too because your whole deck is very thin. Because you're banishing everything. Yeah, it's gonna be something for sure. And our last charm for tonight, Lazy Snail. This is a high cost card. 5 potential points is like 1/3. Even if you have a max Axie of 15 points, this one already uses 5 on its own. Lazy Snail. Enhance any attack card. Attack applies weak for 2 turns. So let's check out the weak mechanic.
Something with multi-hit and Lazy Snail would be really good. I think really good.
Runes are meant, like these are the class defining things. Like these are the things that define the class, these runes, because they can only be attached to bugs. Let's check out the first one here. The first one says Vault Builder. When your turn ends, gain shield equal to 3 times the number of cards in your discard pile. So definitely goes on with the shield mechanic. So basically, let's see, if you have 3 cards in the discard, when your turn ends, gain shield equal. So it will gain, at the end of the turn, gain shield. You'll gain 9 shield. And just depending on how big your discard pile gets, could make this one really good. I'm looking at the bug shield. I have a lineup. You have a lineup for bugs. This was the most basic rune, I feel. Very, very interesting for sure. First turn without a draw power, you'll have 15 shield. Oh, yeah, right. Assuming first turn without draw power, you'll have 15 shield already. Yeah. Strong against curse meta. Oh, interesting. They're saying Bolt strong against curse meta. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're right. Because the more curses you have, the more it will go up. Axie Faction or Ryan definitely knows this one for sure. Very, very, Ryan, you're saying all right, next one we got is this one, Shield Leecher. It says when your turn starts, steal 50% shield from the enemy with the highest shield. So I saw this one, and I heard Ryan talk about it in the stream, and definitely it's very situational. And in a game like a card game, you don't want to have to rely on your opponent doing something. So this one, it's really good in some situations. I asked the team, hey, does shield stay after a turn or after the round or whatever? It's like, no, like shield does not stay. It would be way too OP if shield stacked longer than the turn it's used. Yeah, they already answered that question too. But I asked them as well, will the opponents be able to see the charms equipped? That's what I don't know. But I have a feeling as soon as they see the effect, they'll for sure know at that point. Yeah, they'll Dirty Fighter, non-multi-hit attacks cards, deal bonus damage equal to current shield. Non-bonus damage, attack, bonus damage base. Oh my god, I remember this one. So let me explain this one. It says it's for attack cards. So deals bonus damage equal to current shield. This will hit as extra damage. So in what cases is this good? And I saw Ryan talking about this one too, and I was trying to research on my own too what could be good. Like look at this. Like just bear with me for a minute. The Beach basically it's a 2 energy cost. So usually the energy cost is the negative for the card. It does 90 damage, and it also gains 75 shield. You do another attack right after, you'll have a 75 shield ready to do. So in the case that you get like 3 energy or 4 energy per turn, I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. You're gonna be able to do another attack most likely. If you only get 2 energy, that sucks. But if you get more than that energy, you can actually hit one more card with it. Let's see. The Scarab also is another one that only does 30 damage. But it gains shield as well and applied doubt. So this
Lotus, he's not really thinking about it. Would heal you, shield you, and then you could use a Sturdy Fighter afterwards.
Doesn't affect its damage is really low, but it gets you some shield, and this card always benefits from the bonus damage of shield. So this rune can work perfectly with those. can confirm 3 energy. Oh, Shade confirmed. 3 energy is given per turn. So you can use Beach and then follow it up with a lot of other damage cards. Bug meta it is. You guys like that rune? I like that rune too. I thought it was like wow, 3 energy per round. And I'm sure tomorrow when they give us the demo of the playing, like the gameplay, we're gonna be able to see exactly how many cards we can draw, exactly how all these mechanics work. That's gonna be a really hype stream. I hope I'm gonna be setting my alarm to check it out because that's amazing. All right, before we get too distracted, let's go to the last rune for tonight. Next one. This was the one cool rune that I saw when I was looking through these leaks. Like my classified leaks came in, and I was like, what's going on with this rune? Collect and Protect. It's a bug rune. Here it says in odd rounds, draw 1 additional card. When your turn starts in even rounds, gain 30 shield when your turn starts. So what does this mean? People wonder what rounds mean. Basically, I had Shade he had to explain it to me. So basically, the turn you go in, like let's say you start the game, that's turn 1. That's an odd round for you. So in an odd round, you draw a card. Naturally, every turn you'll draw a card, guaranteed. Getting card draw like that, just naturally because of the rune, is kind of strong. I feel like I was like, wow, like this game is like has so many mechanics in it. I'm sure nerfing and balancing this game is gonna be so complicated because there's so many combos that are not yet available. Even I think I've been confirmed only 1 rune per Axie. I think it was in one of their documents.
Okay, so what I think he's saying is because Shade is in his chat, and you don't see that. I'm pretty sure what he's saying is that the bug type can use this if it has the potential points, but a bird could not use this even if it had the potential point. I think that's what he just implied, which is kind of limiting, but it also makes classes more important.
It's gonna be wild. Triple bug equipped with these. You draw 3 cards. Yes, yeah, that's true. If you have a triple bug team, you draw 3 extra cards on your first turn. Like if it's on round 1, you're gonna draw 3 cards. You're always gonna draw 3 cards. 3 extra cards per turn, like at the start. Could set up some crazy combos right at the start. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. Like, yeah, that's what I love about like Origin. I feel like these runes give all the classes some value. Like before, it used to just be Aqua. Aqua was very, and even now I think Aqua is a little strong from what I've seen. But Aqua was the go-to. Aqua that uses beast cards. Aqua that uses all these things. But now all the classes have their own runes, and that's what balances them out now. But right now, we don't know how we're going to craft them. But seeing on Twitter posts, it seems like there's going to be some randomness to getting runes. Like, you can't directly get the rune you want. You're going to have to keep crafting and crafting again until you get the rune you like. But I'm sure the SLP will be used at some point.
Bugs are going to be a problem. Anyways, what do you think? What's the most exciting rune that you saw in this little sneaky peeky? If you want to follow Chuck Fresco, you can. I'll leave his Twitch and his Twitter down below. I'll also leave the Axie.tech link down below. Let me know which one you're most excited about. Man. Yeah, Sturdy Fighter plus Beach plus Coupon will probably be very good. If not Coupon, Nemo or Mavis plus Beach plus Sturdy Fighter plus Thorny Caterpillar. Good night.